Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight. This just in, turtles have a life cycle. And now we're going to go to our field reporter, Monroe with a little bit more on that subject. Hi, Monroe. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm great.
That's fantastic. All right, I heard that turtles have a life cycle. Before we get to that, I want to ask you a few more questions about turtles. What do these things look like?
They're greenish and they have a shell, and their legs and their heads come out of that shell.
What? A shell? That's amazing. I bet they get in there to get away from predators and stuff like that. So you know what? Speaking of predators, do turtles have any enemies? Anybody want to eat them?
Yes. One enemy is a turtle, some fish, and sharks.
Hold on. Turtles eat other turtles?
No, I mean fish.
Oh, okay. Fish, sharks.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so these guys are trying to eat turtles sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Crabs, you're right. Some crabs like to eat turtles. I've heard that. Well, you know what? And since we're talking about what eats turtles, what do turtles eat?
Turtles eat like leaves, bugs, flowers, and
Very cool. You know, I heard they like to eat flowers. You said that.
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right, Monroe, I got a couple more questions for you. First of all, do you know anything interesting about turtles? Is there an interesting fact you want to share?
the strongest sea turtle is a leatherback sea turtle.
The strongest?
Yeah.
You mean the biggest?
The biggest, I mean.
How big can they get?
1 kilo.
20 pounds. Are you sure it's 20 pounds?
I mean 200.
Yes. Let's times that by 10 and you got how big those giant turtles can get. Do you have any other cool facts about turtles you want to share?
They can live up to 30 to 100 years.
100 years?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's 100 years old. Holy crap. I bet you COVID-19 isn't getting those turtles. Well, in 1 second, I'm going to ask you a little bit more about the turtle life cycle. Okay, Monroe, so my first question is, what is the first stage of a turtle life cycle?
An egg. Well, not pink like this one, but it's round like this one.
That's a great first stage. So, Monroe, can you tell me what the second stage in the turtle life cycle is?
Then it hatches. Well, not pink like this one, but it's similar.
When the egg hatches, what are those little turtles called?
I forgot.
Hatchlings.
Hatchlings.
Yeah. Yeah. Pink hatchlings are pretty weird, right? What do they actually look like?
They look more like this one.
Oh, that's a hatchling turtle.
Yeah.
I got it. Talk about a fast change. Holy crap. What's the third stage of the turtle life cycle?
Well, it's a juvenile.
The juvenile turtles, and what do they look like?
They look like this.
Oh, that's you. Really cool. So, Monroe, what is the fourth and final stage of the turtle life cycle?
Adult turtle, like this giant leatherback sea turtle. Is it so funny?
Monroe, I gotta say that's probably the best field reporting on turtles we've ever had. But I have one more question for you about turtles. Is it true that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are real?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
They're real!
On the next breaking news, we'll be discussing the reality or not reality of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, aka Heroes in a Half Shell. This has been a presentation by Daddy and Monroe Yasko Productions, brought to you by Daddy and Monroe and Miss Savage's second grade science class.